Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening from Baguio City. So yours truly, your Vice President, andito sa ating City of Pines or City of Love, Baguio City. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ako po ang inyong lingkod. Here to be your host for tonight's event. Of course, the new rules of content creation because we have our very own sessions trainer, and of course our very own na magtuturo po sa atin right now ng makabagong technology on how we're going to literally smash the world of online, lalong-lalo na po sa mundo po ng Facebook, Reels, TikTok, and many more. So our sessions trainer and of course our masterclass training coach for tonight is one of the Philippines top fitness coaches, and definitely one of the most influential content creator in different social media. He has already transformed many lives into fitness, transforming more than 100, if not thousands, of clients from different walks of life. At isa sa pinaka-tagline niya sa mundo ng social media, don't stop hanggat hindi ka pa masarap. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be all ears, all eyes before ko tawagan at pakilala itong ating sobrang galing na trainer. But before that, mag-sound check muna tayo. I'd like to ask kung mga nasan right now itong mga students po natin or participants po natin tonight. I hope naka-ready na po yung mga pens and papers po ninyo, notebooks, naka-ready na? And can I request sa mga students natin to open your cameras kung hindi naman po kayo, if you're not that busy, can you show us your lovely, beautiful faces? Yan, from Pasig, Ortigas, The Duke. Ayan, mukhang naka-off lahat ng camera natin ha. Are you awake? Excited na ba guys? Excited? Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited to understand and level up your content creation? Mas mapagaling ang inyong social media presence, mas gumanda ang inyong engagement sa Reels, sa Facebook, kay Meta. I hope that everyone's excited at meron na silang kanya-kanyang notebooks and pens sa tabi po nila. Kasi tonight is going to be a different level. Kasi isa na po to sa mga pinaka hinihintay po nating lahat. And worry not, this will be recorded para sa mga magiging late or hindi or mga gustong balikan. But I assume iba po kasi kapag ikaw mismo ay on the spot or within this day mo mismo matututunan kasi we're also going to have questions and answers after our trainer makapagbagsak at madiscuss ang special event po natin sa Apex Digital Academy's New Rules of Content Creation. So ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause and millions of welcome or a Paldoneer clap. So, virtual Paldoneer clap to our very own fitness coach and influencer, none other than Mr. Enver Florendo, known as SmartFit. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome SmartFit in the house.
All right. Okay, so what is up guys? Good evening. Grabe, napakalupit ng intro sa akin. Thank you, Brother Michael. All right, so sino ba excited dito matuto sa new rules of content creation? Kasi I'm sure 2025 is the year of content creation talaga. Literally, if you do content creation right, before 2025 ends, babago talaga ang buhay mo. All right, pakita daw ng chest. Okay, wag na muna yan. Baka maano sila. Baka ma-distract. Hindi maka-focus. Alright, so without further ado, ayaw ko sayangin yung oras nyo kasi I'm very much sure na you have all yung oras nyo, napaka-valuable. May ginagawa din kayo. So, let's head on. Alright, share ko muna yung screen ko. Okay, wait lang. Ayun. So, paki-confirm lang po sa chat box kung nakikita nyo yung screen share. Ayan. Before we proceed. Alright. So, yung audio clear naman. Hindi naman siya choppy, hindi naman siya pangit yung audio. Clear. Alright. Okay, so, paano sumakses sa content creation? A step-by-step comprehensive guide on how to start content creation, grow it sustainably, and use it profitably. So, again guys, itong webinar natin, isipin nyo lang magtropa tayo na nag-uusap. Ayoko kasi yung sobrang formal, okay? Imagine niyo kasi naalala nyo yung estudyante pa tayo, pag nasa classroom tayo, pag sobrang formal, di ba? Medyo hindi natin na-absorb. Pero pag tropa, yung usapan, yung kahit yung bardagulan, na-absorb, naaalala natin. So, imagine niyo lang, magtropa tayo, and then I'm just teaching you stuff. Okay? Alright, let's go. So, kindly answer the question, guys. What is your #1 content creation goal right now? Pakilagay sa comment section. Ano yung pinaka-goal nyo ngayon sa content creation? Right. So, ano ba yung pinaka-goal mo ngayon? Bakit ka gagawa ng content sa social media? May it be sa Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Ayan, kay Vanessa, give value. That's great. Okay, value giving. Okay, minaligtad. Influence. Tama. Okay. To inspire people my age, educate and inspire people. Okay, I'm sure meron kayong iba't ibang reason. Okay? So, paghawakan nyo muna yan. Alright. Now, what is your single biggest challenge when it comes to getting started in content creation? Ano yung pinaka-challenge para sa inyo sa pag-umpisa nyo sa content creation? Or ano yung mga hindrances when doing content creation? Para malaman natin on how we can troubleshoot it. Yan, meron dito, hindi nila alam ano yung gagawin nilang content, ano yung niche, hindi nila alam kung paano magsimula. That's totally fine kasi I've been there. All right. Now, next one is, what if there was a way na maging successful ka sa content creation, all while staying true to yourself, and you can post content without hesitation or get brand collaborations or brand deals and experience that social media influencer lifestyle while earning money. And you can also sell your product, service through your loyal followers. Would you like to discover how? Type yes in the chat box. Ayan. Para malaman ko naman, para ma-feel ko yung gigil niyo. Ayan. Alright. So, before we proceed guys, may dalawang simple request na ako sa inyo. Kasi napaka-simple lang nito. Unang-una is switch your cellphone to do not disturb mode or DND mode or mute mo yung notifications mo. Pangalawa is give me your undivided attention for the next few minutes kasi this will be short and quick. Okay? This won't take long. Alright. Okay lang ba? Alright, game. Now, my goal for you in this training is maging successful ka na content creator in less than a year before 2025 ends. Okay. Game ba? Kasi for sure nakakita nyo sa social media, especially sa Facebook, di ba, na lahat vlogger. Kasi nga malaki yung kitaan sa Facebook and then hindi lang.
Brother, konting interruption, hindi naka-maximize tas hindi nagne-next yung slides mo.
Right lang, wait lang. Your screen sharing is paused. Okay. Paano ba to? Zoom.
I-cancel mo tapos screen share mo ulit. Hindi siya nagne-next eh.
Alright, try natin ulit. Sorry.
Sige. Share screen tapos
Natin.
i-click mo dun sa ano.
Ayan, how about this?
Black. Ayun, okay na.
Ayan.
Yan. Then maximize mo na lang. Okay na yan, okay na yan. Okay,
Okay,
you can proceed.
okay na ba?
Thank you. Yes, okay na, okay na.
Alright, how about this? Next na ba?
Okay na.
Okay. So, before we proceed, guys, is it okay if I share a little about my content creation journey? Now, who is Enver Florendo? Okay, ako to dati. Okay, way back, I was very insecure sa kung ano man ako, ano yung katawan ko, and I had zero confidence. Palagi ako nabubully and I was broke. Wala akong pera, palamunin. Now, ginamit ko mga factors na yan to motivate me. And I decided enough was enough. I was tired of wasting hours scrolling through social media and use it as a tool. Kasi for sure, ilang minutes, ilang oras yung nakababad tayo sa social media pero hindi naman tayo naging profitable sa pag-scroll sa social media. Okay? Now, eto yung ginawa ko. Unang-una is I acquired a certain skill. In my case, fitness yung skill, fitness niche. Now, I started posting in social media to get online clients. So, pinaka-focus ko lang talaga yung pinaka-main reason kung bakit ako nag-start social media content is para makuha ko ng clients, online clients. Hindi ko hinangad na maging influencer from the start. Gusto ko lang makuha ng clients. Okay? Pangatlo is, I provided value to my audience. Naalala ko sa nag-comment kanina, providing value, which is good. And finally, after 2 years of doing this, I generated multiple nine-figure views every month without using paid ads. Imagine mo guys, kasi before na-try ko mag-ads. Para ma-hit mo tong nine-figure views or reach lang, ilang libo yung aabutin mo kapag babayad ka ng ads. Okay? Eto organic lang. In a span of 28 days, I was able, ito yung ngayon medyo malaki na. Next one is, I generated multiple six-figure payouts on a monthly basis sa Meta. Okay, kumikita ako ng at least 100,000 per month, minimum. On a bad day, on a bad month na yun, 100,000. And that is considered as passive income sa akin. Ito, kasi again, yung main focus ko talaga is get online coaching. Right? May ano pala ito. Alright? So, also, I collaborated with big brands, generating multiple six-figure contracts. So, I was able to collab. I was able to get brand deals from Colgate, Puritan's Pride, Huawei, Coca-Cola, Kenny Rogers, and many more. Hindi na included lahat dito kasi hindi kakasya. Okay? So, imagine mo, pumapaldo ka na sa Meta, and since nag-grow yung following mo, nakita ka ng mga brands, kinukuha ka nila sa endorser, pumapaldo ka. And you get to sell your product or service. So, what's great about social media kasi, if you gain traction, domino effect lahat yan eh. Now, also, I created a fulfilling purpose in the fitness space. Okay, little did I know before na ganito pala magiging influence ko. And napakasarap sa feeling kasi you're earning money at the same time you are touching other people's lives. Napaka-fulfilling nun. So you are earning and you are helping others out. Now, also, I generated more than 3 million pesos selling online coaching programs dito by using social media. So again, by using social media, you can generate multiple income streams na hindi mo na lang namamalayan, nalalabas na lang sa'yo. Okay? Una-una, for sure, you have your program, you have your product, service to sell. Okay? Yan yung main na focusin mo sa pagbenta sa social media. Next one is yung views, brand deals, and lahat-lahat. So again, kapag sumakses ka sa content creation, magdo-domino effect yan lahat. Alright? Now, after years of hard work and posting content, I stumbled upon a proven system that allowed me to become a public figure even if I have no professional camera and fancy equipment. So believe it or not, nung nag-start ako ng content creation, gamit ko lang was yung iPhone 11 ko. Tapos yung pinakamababang gig. Okay? Imagine niyo, nag-start kasi ako ng content creation, nagseryoso ako ng content creation 2023. So imagine niyo, in a span of 1 year, yung iPhone 11 ko, kalima ko siya, pinalitan ng battery. Kasi wala akong ibang gamit kundi yung iPhone 11 ko. So nasira yung battery kakagamit, kaka-charge pag-shoot ng video, pag usap ng mga clients, etc. etc. So hindi mo kailangan ng professional camera or fancy equipment to begin with. Kailangan mo lang sarili mo and yung cellphone mo. Alright. Now, again, I have no experience or attend any content creation course. Kasi wala. And I was a nobody in the content creation space. Now, napaka fortunate nyo kasi hindi na kayo magta-trial and error. Imagine niyo wala akong sinalihang ganitong webinar na walang nagturo sa akin paano gagawin yung content creation. Pero ngayon kayo, you are fortunate enough na makita nyo, malaman nyo yung blueprint na ginawa ko para hindi na kayo mag-trial and error. Now, and that's the exact system I'm going to share with you in this webinar. Now, ready ka na bang sumakses sa content creation? Type number 7 sa chat box. Ayan. Favorite number, lucky 7. Number 7. All right. Sige. Now, again, paano sumakses sa content creation? A step-by-step comprehensive guide on how to start content creation, grow it sustainably, and profitably. Na hindi ka lang nag-scroll-scroll, kumikita ka pa. Now, alam ba yung best part? The best part is you don't need fancy equipments and hindi mo kailangan ng paid ads to grow your followers and business sa social media. You just need to understand these 3 secrets that make content creation finally click. Again, kailangan mo lang malaman itong 3 sikreto para yung content creation game mo will finally click. Alright. Now, secret number 1. Okay? Ihanda nyo yung notes nyo kasi napaka-importante nito. Clarity over chaos. Know your brand and audience. Now, for sure, may nakita akong comment kanina na siguro coach yung pinaka nahihirapan ko sa content creation is I don't know where to start. I don't know what to post. Now, dito masasagot yung tanong na yun sa secret number 1. Clarity over chaos, know your brand and your audience. Okay? Now, here's why most of the content creators fail. Una-una is they try to talk to everyone. Okay? Yung goal nila is lahat ng tao is i-reach nila. You have to remember that if your content is for everyone, it connects with no one. Okay? Pangalawa is they post randomly based on trends, not intention. Yung malinaw ginagawa ng majority ng mga tao is, alam mo yung mga trending na mga memes, mga videos, yung ginagawa nila, panay kinokopya nila without even putting intention sa content nila. So yun lang ginagawa nila. Third one is they sound like everyone else online. Wala kang personality, wala kang unique angle. So ito, for example, sa space ko, fitness niche. For sure, sobrang dami yung nakikitang fitness influencer online. Hundreds, even thousands, or probably even millions na content creation all over the world. So, if you will sound like everyone else, wala kang personality, wala kang unique angle, bakit sila manonood sa'yo? Eh, you're just like anyone else. You're just like everybody else. Okay? You need to stand out. Now, to gain clarity, kailangan mo ng 3 key questions sa brand mo, sa sarili mo. Okay? Una-una, sino ka ba? Hindi naman hindi naman na ako si Enver Floriano, ganyan. Okay, hawakan mo ako, makilala mo ako sino ako. Hindi ganun. Now, who are you? What do you stand for? Okay? Isulat mo to kasi pag nalaman mo tong 3 key questions, sobrang dali na lang gumawa ng content. Okay? Pangalawa is, what are your values? Ano ba yung storya mo? Okay? Next one is, ano yung tone or energy mo sa content na idadala mo? Gusto mo ba sa tone ng energy ng content mo, yung medyo fun, medyo tactical, medyo professional, medyo inspiring? So, pili ka lang doon. Okay? Para may unique angle ka. Again, know who you are sa brand mo, sa content creation game mo. What do you stand for? What are your values, your story? And ano yung tone or energy na i-give off mo sa content? Ito, for example, ako, I am a no bullshit fitness coach who simplifies science-based online fitness coaching towards busy professionals. So, since alam ko itong key questions, okay, kung sino ako, sobrang dali na lang ma-target yung mga taong tina-target ko. Okay. Pangalawa, who do you serve? Okay, again, if you remember the previous slide, if you connect with everyone, you connect with no one. So dapat you have someone in mind, a certain person in mind na ideal person na i-reach mo sa videos mo. Ano ba specific age range, lifestyle niya, values, problema na hinaharap nila. Kasi pag alam mo itong mga bagay na to, when you post a certain video, kahit organic yan, it will feel like yung nanonood sa video mo is you are directly talking to them. And it will mean more to them. And mas ma-finish nila ang video. And mas malaki yung chances na they will follow through, they will follow your account, or pwede nilang stock yung account mo and i-check nila kung ano man yung binibenta mong service, product, or whatever. Now, imagine your content speaking to one person, not 1,000, not 10,000, not 100,000, not 1,000,000. Okay? Ito yung goal mo. Kapag gumagawa ka ng content, imagine mo, may kinakausap ka isang tao lang. Okay? That's how you target the right person. Example, I help busy professionals aged 20 to 35 years old have a sustainable fitness regime that aligns with their busy schedule. Okay? So, nagigets nyo ba? Pag alam nyo yung sino yung isa-serve mo, mas nagiging clear kung sino yung patatamaan mo sa content mo, which will make it more convertible. And lastly, what transformation do you offer? Okay? Lifestyle ba? Fitness ba? Kapugian ba kagaya ni Michael, di ba? Before and after, gano'n. Depende. So, what can your content help them do, learn, or feel? Okay? Again, the most important thing sa content is you have to provide value. Hindi yung puro memes, hindi puro basura yung content mo. Okay? Ano yung mabibigay mo sa tao? Okay? Kasi people won't care unless you care. At mafe-feel nila yon. And why should they follow you over someone else? So ito, for example, mag-start ka, nobody ka ngayon, and you're just starting out. And you are starting content creation, pero for sure, alam mo, may ibang tao na dyan na nakaka-start na content creation with the same field mo. What makes you worthy na i-follow ka ng mga tao yun? Again, what transformation do you offer? Ito, for example, I help busy professionals remove their stubborn belly fat and build an aesthetic physique by working out less and still eating the foods they want. Again, third key question is, what transformation do you offer? All right? Now, eto, meron tayong practical exercise para sa inyo. Para malaman nyo yung one-liner brand statement. Okay, I want everyone to participate dito, ha? Okay, eto for example, I help blank or specific audience achieve blank specific results through blank. Kung ano man yung unique method content style mo. Okay? Comment down your one-liner brand statement. Okay, bigyan ko yun a few minutes. Quick ano lang to, quick practical exercise. So, kung ano man yung ginagawa mo ngayon, okay, para sa content mo, ito yung one-liner brand statement mo. I help specific audience achieve specific result through your unique method or content style or POV. Yan. Pakilagay nga sa comment section. Para at least meron tayong practical application. Ayan. Hihintayin ko. Bigyan ko lang ng siguro mga 3 minutes. Ayan. So ako, for example, okay, I help busy professionals ages 25 to 35 years old achieve, okay, or lose 10 pounds of fat through my science-based protocol, which is sustainable by working out less and still eating the foods they love. Yan. Okay. So, hindi tayo uusad sa slide na to pag hindi kayo nakalagay ng one-liner brand. Ayan. Kasi gusto ko application agad. Kasi you have to remember that ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Ayan, ito. I help Filipinos scale, monetize their social media through Apex Digital Platform, and become paldonaires. Nice. I help revert Muslim to achieve reading the Quran through unique method and style to be able to memorize and understand what they are reading. Ito maganda to. Kasi napaka-specific. I help students achieve their financial goals through sharing my experience in online income opportunities, especially being an ADA affiliate. Okay, so gagawin nyo lang talaga guys is you have to master this, para meron kayong one-liner brand. Parang sa mga brand, di ba? Ano ba mga, kasi Nike, do it, di ba? Parang ganun. Meron kang certain linya na distinct sa'yo. Ato, for example, yung linya ko, don't stop hanggat hindi ka pa masarap. Okay? Next one. Secret number 1 lesson, recap tayo. Clear is kind. Confused content scrolls by. Now, once you nail this clarity, everything else follows. Okay? Yung bio mo writes itself, bio mo sa social media mo, your content topics become so obvious. Hindi na sasakit yung ulo mo na, ano ba yung content ko? Okay? Since alam mo na yung 3 key questions, napakadali na lang gumawa ng content and your brand becomes magnetic. People know exactly why they follow you. Alright? Secret number 2. Consistency is your currency. Okay? Hindi mawawala to. Lahat ng mga successful na tao, tatanungin mo, hindi to mawawala sa equation. Consistency is the key. Napaka-cliche niya pakinggan. But the difference between creators who make it and those who quit, wala. Consistency lang talaga. Now, here's what consistency actually does. So, for sure, nasabihan na kayo na, dapat consistent na kayo. Pero hindi nila sinasabi na, bakit ba namin kailangan maging consistent? So, if you will be consistent, eto yung mangyayari sa'yo. Una-una is you build trust. Your audience starts to rely on you. Kasi nga consistent ka and they see that character in you. Pangalawa is it trains the algorithm. Platforms push content from active creators. So, mapa-Instagram, mapa-Facebook, mapa-TikTok, if na-detect ng mga platforms na to that you are a constant creator, pinupush niya yung content mo. Pangatlo is it sharpens your skill set. Every rep improves your content quality. Now, yung first video mo, yung second video mo, yung third, yung fifth video mo will suck. Okay? I will be magiging prangka ako sa'yo. Okay? When you start your videos, content creation, pangit talaga yan. Kasi, bakit? I've been there. That's totally normal. Bakit? Wala namang magaling na nag-umpisa magaling agad. Okay? They started out as losers. They started out as pangit yung mga content nila. Even ako ngayon, yung mga, di ba, sa Facebook, Instagram, or even TikTok, may lumalabas na memories sa previous post mo last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Lumalabas sa akin, nakikita ko sobrang pangit ng content ko dati, natatawa na lang ako. But that's totally normal. Kasi, if you are not consistent sa pag-post, paano paano mo ma-sharpen yung skills mo sa paggagawa ng content? Paano ka gagaling? Simple as that. Now, apat is it increases your discoverability. More at-bats, more chances to be seen. Now, eto for example, let's say you have 3 social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and you post, let's say once per day. So that's already 3 social media platforms, 3 chances to be seen. Okay? And since daily, 3 chances daily rin. Okay? Imagine you multiply that by 7 days, 1 month, 1 year. So you have more chances to be seen. That's what consistency does. Now, kung wala kang consistency, you will second guess your voice. Okay? Magda-doubt ka sa sarili mo kung hindi ka consistent sa pagpo-post. You will never gather data to improve your skills. Bakit? Kasi when you're consistent sa pagpo-post, and makikita mo yung mga videos mo na sobrang pangit, sobrang hindi nag-gain ng traction, hindi nag-gain ng views, valuable data kasi yun. Hindi yun failed post, but it's valuable data para ma-assess mo kung ano yung pwede mong gawin na improvement sa content mo for you to succeed. And also, your growth will be painfully slow or stagnant. Kasi nga, hindi ka consistent. Para sa diet lang yan or sa workout. Kung hindi ka naman consistent sa diet mo, kung hindi ka naman consistent sa workout mo, huwag ka naman ma-expect na mabilis yung progress mo. Di ba? Ang kapal naman ng mukha mo pang ganun. Alright. Now, here are 3 ways to make sure your consistency is on point. Now, again, as much as possible sa training na to, I want to give you practical advice na magagawa nyo agad, masusunod nyo agad. Kasi, di ba napaka-common na bibigyan ka ng advice na, okay, just be consistent. But how? Okay? Ako din, I've been there. Sinasabihin ako, maging consistent ka lang. Pero paano? Okay? But dito, here are 3 ways to make sure you are consistent in every single day. Now, una-una, pick your content pillars. Okay? Number 1, pick your content pillars. Now, don't post everything. Post the right things consistently. Okay? Don't post everything, post the right things consistently. Okay. Now, itong content pillars mo are 3 to 5 repeating themes that reflect, una-una, what you know. For example, what I know about fitness, diet, workout, motivation, and tips. What your audience cares about. So ano ba yung pake ng audience ko? Ang pake lang nila is gusto nila sumakses sa fitness journey nila. Gusto na lang nila malaman paano yung tamang pagdadiet, pag-workout. Okay, yan yung second theme. Third one is what aligns with your personal brand. Okay? Next one is example as a fitness creator. Okay, since ako fitness yung niche ko, ito yung example. Home workout videos. Okay, that's pretty common. Nutrition tips. That's pretty common. Fitness motivation. Okay? Client transformation. So, it revolves around your content pillars. Again, kung sino ka man, kung ano man yung brand mo. So, kung alam mo kung sino ka talaga sa brand mo, hindi ka na mahirapan gumawa ng content. Kasi, eto for example, okay, home workout videos, nutrition tip. Ano bang ginagawa ng isang successful na fitness coach? Okay? Eto for example, in your case, ano bang ginagawa ng isang successful na tao sa field mo? Okay? So, imimimic mo lang yun and you provide value, create content from it. Why this helps is because you won't waste time thinking na ano ba ipopost ko lang ngayon? Ano ba ipopost ko? Dapat ganito, ganyan ba? You already have a system na masusunod. Okay? Now, pangalawa is build a sustainable schedule. Okay, napaka-importante na to pag gusto mo maging consistent. Posting daily isn't the goal. Posting consistently is. Okay? Now, ito yung mga frequency na pwede mong simulan. Pwede ka mo-post 1 to 2 times a week. This is really great for beginners pag hindi ka pa medyo sanay. Okay, actually, itong 1 to 2 times per week, napakababa nito. As in, super baba nito. Second one is 3 to 4 times a week. Balanced growth. Siguro, medyo baba pa rin. 5 to 7 times a week, momentum mode. Okay? But as much as possible, yung ginawa ko, I want to share it with you guys na before, every single day, I have at least one video na ipopost. Bakit? Kasi unang-una, it makes me create that habit of posting every single day na nagiging effortless. Even until now, okay? Hindi ko kayang matulog kapag hindi ako nakapost kahit isang video lang. Ganun na siya naging habit sa akin. Okay? So, whatever you want to do right now, as content creation, habit lang yan. Habit, habit, habit. Hanggang sa maging part siya ng personality mo na sobrang dali na lang gawin. Okay? Wala nang resistance. Ito, pro tip. So, you can use a simple content calendar like Google Sheets, Notion, Trello, or even kahit sa notes mo lang. Ako, personally, yung notepad lang sa cellphone yung gamit ko pag nalalagay ako ng mga ito gagawin ko, ito yung i-content ko, etc. etc. Okay, again, plan by pillar, not random post ideas. Okay, last, sa consistency is your currency is create a repeatable system. Batch and repurpose. Okay? Ito yung life hack na pwede mong sundin para hindi ka maubusan ng content. Unang-una is, again, you don't have to be a content machine. Kailangan mo lang ng sistema. Now, batching. Let's say, for example, mag-set aside ka na isang araw sa isang week to record or create multiple pieces of content. Okay, ito. For example, Friday. Whole Friday. Gagawin mo lang is magsulat ka ng mga possible scripts na gagawan mo ng content. Whole Friday. Hindi ka magre-record, hindi ka mag-edit. Magsusulat ka na ng scripts. Okay? Saturday, lahat ng scripts mo, i-shoot mo. Okay? Hindi ka mag-edit, mag-shoot ka lang. Hindi ka gagawa ng script. I-shoot mo lang yung ginawa mo sa Friday. Sa Sunday, whole day, pwede ka mag-edit. Or kung bitin sa oras, Sunday and Monday, edit mo yung mga sinut mo na video. And then by Tuesday onwards, dun mo na siya ipopost. follow the same schedule. Okay? Now, you can turn one piece of content into multiple posts. Okay? Ito yung nakaganda. Parang cross-post lang gagawin mo. Okay? So, let's say for example, may certain video kang pinost sa TikTok. Pwede mo i-cross-post yun sa IG Reel. Pwede mo i-cross-post yun sa Facebook Reel. Pwede mo i-cross-post yun sa YouTube Shorts. Pwede mo i-cross-post yun sa stories mo. So, imagine mo, isang video lang na nagawa mo, makikita ng mga tao sa TikTok video, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook My Day, Instagram Story, TikTok Story. There are 7 ways para makita yung content mo for one video only. So imagine nyo, you have 7 chances of winning for one video. Now, here are tools that you can use sa content creation mo. Editing, CapCut, VN, or Canva. So usually, for me, pinakamadaling software for editing is CapCut. Ako usually ginagawa, hindi mo na kailangan mag-premium muna agad. Pero ako personally, I use premium kasi may mga features na ginagamit ko. Maganda lang premium, 500 pesos per month. Pero you can use the free version. Sa Canva naman, dito ako gumagawa ng usually mga static post. Ganyan. Okay? For scheduling, later buffer MetaSuite. Actually, hindi mo na ito kailangan na scheduling. And for Notion templates, for idea banks and badging. At actually, itong Notion, app to share website kung saan mo pwedeng i-batch lahat-lahat. But again, pwede mong gamitin yung notepad lang ng cellphone mo. Siguro yung pinaka-ma-advise ko lang na pinaka-importante, especially for content creation, pinaka-importanteng app, CapCut. That's it. CapCut lang talaga. Hindi mo kailangan magbayad ng premium. Kahit free lang muna gamitin mo. Now, secret number 2 lesson. Okay? The algorithm doesn't reward the best creator. It rewards the most consistent one. Okay? Your content is like a gym routine. So, pag nag-gym ka or nag-workout ka or nagda-diet ka, sa first month mo, hindi mo naman i-expect na magka-six-pack agad sa first month, di ba? Sa third month, diyan ka pa makakita na, uy, medyo lumwag-lumwag na yung mga damit ko, medyo may progress na. Sa 6th month, nakita ng mga tao, uy, ano ba ginagawa mo? Ano sikreto mo? Etc. etc. 1 year, you're the go-to na. Tinatanong ka nila, uy, ano ba ginawa mo? Bakit bigla kang sumakses sa ganito, ganyan? Okay? So, sa paggawa ng content, same lang din yan sa fitness routine mo. Okay? You have to practice delayed gratification and you have to be consistent and just put the reps in. And secret number 3, you have to document, don't overproduce. So what do I mean by this? Break the myth that content needs to be cinematic or perfect. So majority kasi ng mga tao akala nila dapat nila perfect yung angle, yung lighting, dapat maganda yung camera, etc. etc. It doesn't have to be perfect. Pangalawa is, you empower people to start sharing from where they are. Pangatlo, you show how documenting builds authenticity, trust, and speed. Okay, again, document, don't overproduce. Now, majority kasi ng mga beginners sa social media fall into these traps of content creation. Unang-una, they spend hours trying to make one perfect video. Bakit? I have been there. Okay, nung nag-start ako ng content creation, nanggaling ako dyan. Yung tipong, eto na, gumawa na ako ng script. Gumawa na ako. Eto, naalala ko, i-share ko lang sa inyo. Gumawa na ako ng script. Sobrang malupit na script. Siguro mga 2 oras ko ginawa yung script. Yan na. Tapos, nilagay ko ng camera yung iPhone 11 ko dito sa gilid. Tapos syempre, pag hindi ka sanay, tapos naririnig mo yung boses mo sa video, parang sobrang pangit pala ng boses ko. Sobrang pangit pala ng angle mo ako, yung lighting, ganyan. Ganun ako dati. Imagine me, it took me several hours just to post one video. Kasi nga parang gusto ko perfect lahat. In which, in the first place, kung kakastart mo lang, hindi naman magiging perfect yun. Yun yung one of the biggest traps beginners fall. Pangalawa is not posting because they don't have the right camera, lighting, or editing skills. Again, hindi mo kailangan na magaling ka for you to start. Kasi ako dati, again, shinare ko kanina na yung mga memories ng mga videos ko, posts ko dati, sobrang pangit lumalabas, di ba? Natatawa na lang ako kasi ganito pa yung content ko dati. Tapos, if I compare it right now, nag-improve na talaga siya and mas may impact na siya. So, don't be afraid of posting videos start kasi it will really suck. Just to be honest with you guys. But you will get better over time. Pangatlo is overthinking every caption, every background, every angle. So, for sure may guilty dito, 'di ba? Pag nag-update ka ng profile picture, ano ba magandang caption sa profile picture ko? Yung hindi masyadong masyadong OA, yung hindi masyadong scripted, yung ganyan. So, minsan kasi dito tayo nadadali. I mean, ino-overthink natin lahat-lahat and we overcomplicate things in which hindi mo naman kailangan gawin yun and you just have to post that video. So, anong yung resulta? They burn out. Or worse, never even start. So, if you fall into these traps, grabe yung magiging burnout mo and possible na hindi ka mag-start or hindi ka mag-consistent sa ginagawa mo. Now, we have to create a mindset shift. Now, yung mga overproducers kasi, they think like a director. For example, I need a script, I need a plan, I need to shoot perfectly. Dapat ganito yung lighting, dapat ganito yung angle. Kasi, di ba for sure, may nakita tayong mga idolo natin sa social media na sobrang ganda ng lighting nila, sobrang ganda ng angle ng audio ng camera nila na gusto natin sundin. But, you don't have to do that. Okay? A documenter, on the other hand, thinks like a reporter. Okay? I'm just sharing what I'm doing, learning, and thinking. Okay? You're not creating Hollywood. You are creating connection. Okay? Again, do not overcomplicate things. Do not think like a director. Think like a reporter. All right. Now, so what does document look like? Okay? Kasi, di ba, you will not think like a director, but you have to think like a reporter. So how does documenting look like? Ito, for example, behind the scenes of your morning routine or workflow. Siguro nakita nyo yung trending na si Ashton Hall, yung niya, yung routine niya, yung may oras, 'di ba? Yung Black American. Sobrang naging viral siya. Ano ba ginawa niya? Yung behind the scenes morning routine workflow lang. Napaka-simple, 'di ba? What you're learning right now, books, lessons, mindset. Let's say for example, may natutunan ka dito sa webinar na to, may natutunan ka sa libro na nabasa mo, you share that, pero align pa rin sa kung ano yung ginagawa mo. Or client check-in, transformation, or message. Okay, in my case, let's say for example, may client ako na may small wins. Nag-transform siya, nag-lose siya ng ganitong X amount of weight, pounds. I can share that to other people na mas ma-inspire sila and mas mag-take din sila ng action. This guy knows what he's doing and what he's saying. I will follow him and kung ano bang binibenta niya or ano bang service or product na binibenta niya, it's reliable kasi may resulta. So that's how documenting works. Hindi mo kailangan maging director, hindi mo kailangan mag-post ng napaka-perfect na angle lighting. Okay? Minsan dapat mong tanggapin na may mga videos ka na pangit ka. Okay? Alright. Wins, struggles you're facing as a content creator, as a human. Okay? Kasi when you are transparent, when you show your vulnerability, mas nagiging maganda yung connection mo sa mga tao. Mas nakakita nila, uy, napaka-transparent ng content creator na 'to, vulnerable niya and I can relate to him or her. So, i-follow ko 'to siya. Okay? Again, if you had small wins ngayong araw na 'to, video mo, document mo, post mo. If you have struggles, like, ito yung struggles ko ngayon, i-post mo. That's how you create human connections, meaningful connections that will possibly turn into loyal customers. Now, you can talk through your challenge you just overcome. Okay? For example, kung ano mang challenge yung struggles mo. Okay? And how you were able to overcome it. Kasi for sure din, meron at merong tao na same boat sa kung saan ka ngayon. Same shoes from where you are right now. And for sure, they will relate to you. So again, document everything else that still falls under the pillars of content creation. Again, you are not trying to look like the expert. you're showing the journey of becoming one. Okay? Now, eto, napaka-simple application agad. Documentation framework, tatlong napaka-easy na format na pwede mong gawin. First format, before and after. Okay. So, ako sa fitness niche ako. Here's what my physique looks like before and the improvement I made now. Or let's say, eto yung kinita ko before nung hindi pa ako ganito ganyan, pero eto yung kinita ko ngayon nung ganito ganyan na ako. Okay? Gets na ba? Next one. Here's what I'm doing right now. Okay? In my case, watch me prepare my meal prep for the whole day. Or, let's say for example, eto yung ginagawa ko to close deals. Eto yung ginagawa ko to get leads. Eto yung ginagawa ko to build my online business. Eto ginagawa ko to build my dream physique. Next one. Here's what I learned. Now, example. Here are 3 things I realized when I started to take my fitness journey seriously. Or, pwede sa'yo, ito yung mga tatlong bagay na na-realize ko nung binasa ko tong librong to. Ito yung mga tatlong realizations na pumasok sa isip ko nung et cetera, et cetera. Okay? Here are some of the documentation framework na napaka-simple na gawin. Okay? For you to make content na napaka-easy, napaka-seamless na lang. Now, next one. How do I post these videos? These ideas then? Now, napaka-simple. A quick selfie style video. Take your camera, turn on your camera, and then mag-record ka. Ganun ka-simple. Hindi mo kailangan hindi mo kailangan ng sobrang magandang tripod, angle light. Hindi mo kailangan ng gano'n. Ganun ka-simple, guys. A raw photo with caption. Okay? Hindi mo kailangan ng yung mga ibang tao, 'di ba, nagre-Remini, nga yung mukha nila parang mukhang AI na agad. Mukhang AI na tuloy, sobrang sobrang kinis, 'di ba? Huwag gano'n. Or a Twitter thread or IG carousel. Okay? Follow the KISS method. Okay. Ano ba yung KISS method? Okay, tinuturuan tayo ng momol dito ni Coach. Hindi, hindi. Iba to, iba tong KISS method. Keep it simple, silly. Ganun lang. You don't have to overcomplicate things. Know who you are, know the 3 pillars, know the documentation framework, and then just keep it simple. Get your camera, record yourself. And mas mainam naman talaga ng magandang lighting, gano'n. Hindi naman na, sabi ni coach, okay lang na video agad. Eh, yung video mo sobrang dilim, hindi ka nakakita, yung ngipin mo lang nakita, tapos sobrang yellow pa. Wag naman gano'n. Okay, at least man lang may effort ng konti. But again, you don't have to overcomplicate things. Again, follow the KISS method. Keep it simple, silly. Right. Now, ito real life example. Sino bang nakakilala dito ni Gary V? Hindi si Mr. Pure Energy. Ibang Gary V to. Gary Vaynerchuk. Sino bang familiar dito kay Gary? Ayan, si Michael. Now, eto si Gary V. He's a best-selling author, public speaker, and prolific investor. He built his brand by letting people watch him build wine library and VaynerMedia. Basically, yung ginawa niya, he built everything by documenting how he started to build everything. Make sense ba? So, nung walang-wala pa siya, nung ginagawa pa niya lahat-lahat, pagbibuild niya sa business, sa brand niya, dinodocument niya lahat. Okay? Yung si Dirac or yung videographer niya, sinabi lang niya sa videographer niya, follow me around, become a whole documentation strategy. Dinocument niya lang yung buhay niya. And hindi siya naghintay na maging polished, okay? He just shared value as he lived it. Okay? You have to remember that kailangan mo maging authentic as a person. Okay? And you have to share value and just document your life. Pansin nyo sa Facebook, maraming, di ba, dumadaan sa feed ko sa Facebook. Yung mga magsasaka, yung mga mangingisda, yung ginagawa, nagmumukbang sila ng mga nahuhuli nila, ganito ganyan. Tapos, million yung views, million yung comments, million yung shares. Paldo sila sa views doon sa kita nun. Anong ginawa nila? Simple application. Quick selfie video, dinocument nila ginagawa nila, and just they provided value. Stay true to themselves. Authentic sila. Ganun lang kasimple, guys. Okay? You don't have to overcomplicate things. Now, here's how documentation builds trust. Una-una, it shows your real voice, not a curated highlight reel. Kasi kapag dinocument mo how you start from the bottom, nakita ng mga tao yung authenticity mo. Kasi for sure, nafe-feel ng mga tao if you're authentic or pinaplastic mo ang isang bagay. And majority of the time, pag pinaplastic mo isang bagay, ikaw lang yung maburnout. Okay? Pangalawa is it builds connection. People follow people, not polished brands. Okay? So, for sure, marami naman kasing mga rising content creator, di ba? Na they started from scratch. Tapos they resonated with other people. They build connection with other people kasi nga they documented how they started. That is all that it is. Pangatlo is it speeds up your growth. You post more, you learn faster. You fail more, you improve faster. That's how simple it is, guys. Okay? Documentation, documentation, documentation. Ito, practical application for you. Okay? Post one piece of documentation style content in the next 24 hours. Okay? Ako kasi yung tipong gusto ko action agad. Ayaw ko yung parang theory lang na, ito nalaman ko kay coach nito ganyan, apply ko next week. Wag. In the next 24 hours, after this webinar, I want you to think based on the slides, based on the lessons that I showed you. Okay? Mag-think ka ng documentation style content na pwede mo ma-post in the next 24 hours. Okay? Apply mo lahat na natutunan mo ngayon. For example, okay guys, so ito yung ginagawa ko this week. Tinatry ko ganito, ganyan, ganito, ganyan. Okay? So ate, for example, isa kang empleyado. Okay? And then, meron kang side hustle. Meron kang business on the side. Document mo yun. Okay guys, so ito yung trabaho ko ngayon. And then, ito yung ginagawa ko sa trabaho. And after this work is, nag-focus ako sa side business ko, online business ko, etc. etc. Document mo lang yun. Pangalawa is, one thing I struggled with today and what I learned about it. As simple as that. I-share mo sa video. Okay, so, grabe guys, tapos ako magtrabaho. Yung struggle ko talaga is yung time management, yung energy ko, ganyan. Pero, one thing natutunan ko is that everything na ginagawa ko is aligned sa goal ko. And I'm sure meron at meron tong patutunguhan. That's how you document. Or, okay guys, so here's a look behind the scenes of my current setup or process. So, eto yung mga practical applications sa document style content na gagawin mo. Sobrang dali na lang gawin, sobrang easy na lang gawin na mag-post ng content. Di ba? Now, again guys, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just have to be honest. You have to stay true to yourself. You have to be honest to yourself. You have to document yourself, document your journey, document your process on how you will achieve your dream. Ewan ko kung ano mang gusto mo ma-achieve, but you have to document it, guys. Again, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest and you have to be consistent. All right? Final takeaway. Don't wait until you've made it to start creating. You start creating so people can watch you make it. Okay, uulitin ko. Tagalog naman. Huwag mong hintayin na sumakses ka muna bago ka mag-create. Okay? Mag-create ka muna ng content para makita ng mga tao yung progress mo along the way na sumakses ka. Siguro yung biggest regret ko when I started, kasi way back, nung start ako ng content creation was 2020. Actually, start ako 2022, pero petiks-petiks lang yun. Pinakaseryoso ko lang talaga is 2023. Yung ginawa ko is that, biggest regret is, I did not document my life sooner. Kasi if I was able to document, kung na-document ko, yung sobrang payat ako, sobrang nabubuli ako, sobrang broke ko dati, kung na-document ko yun, and then fast forward kung ano yung meron ko ngayon, sobrang powerful na tool na yun to get more meaningful connections to other people. So you can get more connections, and that connection, that deep connection can lead to loyal customers, loyal followers. And then again, mag-snowball effect to. Again, you don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to be great. And as always, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. Okay? Huwag niyo sayangin yung natutunan niyo dito. Apply agad. In the next 24 hours, you have to make that documentation video. So, may questions ba tayo dyan? So if you have any
Yes,
questions, let me
sir.
know in the comment section.
Yes, sir. So I have actually gathered some questions here na nakalapag na dito. But of course, Q&A is very open sa ating mga students na right now. You can actually direct chat dito ng question nyo. But habang naghihintay tayo, ito yung may nagtanong, what's the mindset of a smart fit na kailangan para masustain sa content creation kahit napakakonti ang views lalo na sa mga nagsisimula? Kasi some of our students, when we try to teach them, some of them masyadong, alam mo yung sobrang baba ng patience. Like
Mm.
they're just on their first week, second week, wala pa silang first sale ng any course na binibenta namin. So anong kailangan ng mindset or mentality na meron?
Okay, so instead na i-share ko yung mindset nyo, i-share ko yung kung ano yung ginawa ko personally talaga. Okay, ginawa ko. You have to know your deepest why. Dapat alam mo kung bakit mo sinimulan or ginawa yung isang bagay. Eto, when I started content creation, guys, 2022, di ba, petiks-petiks na ako nun. 2022, graduating student ako. Napaka-busy ko sa thesis, projects, and etc. 2022, working student ako, call center ako. 2022, nagsa-side hustle ako, personal training para may extra income ako. So imagine niyo, sobrang packed ng schedule ko na sa isang araw, yung free time, as in free time ko lang talaga is 1 hour. Pero hindi ko magawa yung ano kung gustong gawin ko sa isang oras. Sobrang pagod ako. So yung ginawa ko, 2023, nag-resign ako sa call center, timing, nag-graduate ako, nag-all in ako. I just burned my bridges behind. And iba kasi yung mentality ng mga tao eh. Different tayo ng risk appetite. Ako ginawa ko is, yung mindset ko talaga is, wala akong plan B. Gusto ko plan A. It's either I make this work or I die try. Kasi tendencies are, ito depende lang to, depende sa risk appetite mo. Kasi, tendencies are, kung meron kang plan B, kung meron kang parang, may ano ka, hindi to mag-work, may sasalo naman ito ganyan. Hindi ka hindi ka mapupush sa sarili mo. Ako ginawa ko, nag-resign ako sa trabaho, wala akong pera, tapos may mga binabayaran na ako, etc. etc. So, I have nowhere else to go but to succeed. So, ginawa ko talaga, believe it or not guys, di ba yung sinabi ko sa inyo, at least one video per day. Believe it or not, minimum ko per day noon, nung nag-all in ako, 2 to 3 videos per day. Tas, imagine niyo from yung isang video, like 1 minute video lang, full of value yun. It will take me 4 to 6 hours just to create that video. Pag-research ng script, pag-research ng study, paggawa ng effective script, pag-shoot ng video, pang-edit ng video. Tapos pag-post ko, imagine mo, 4 to 6 hours ko in-edit, ginawa yung video na yun. Tapos iniisip ko, magva-viral to kasi effort na effort ako sa video. Tapos lalangawin lang. Ganun ako guys. Ilang buwan, hindi lang isang week. First 2, 3 months ko, ganun. Yung sobrang effort kaysa sa isang video kasi magva-viral to kasi 4 na oras, 6 na oras yung nilaan ko sa video na to. Effort na effort ako. Tapos pag-post mo, lalangawin lang. Ganun ako, ilang videos, ilang buwan ako nagdumaan ng ganun. But you always have to remember your deepest why. Ano ba yung why mo? Kung bakit mo sinimulan tong content creation? Kung bakit mo sinimulan ng isang business in the first place? Kasi pag alam mo yung deepest why mo, the how will follow. Kahit pagod ka, kakayod ka pa rin. Okay? Parang ganitong idea lang yan eh. Ganitong analogy. Hindi mo magiging priority ang isang bagay. Wala kang time, wala kang effort sa isang bagay kung hindi mo priority ang isang bagay. Parang ganito. May mga tao naman diyan, na mga pamilya, wala naman silang ganun ka maraming pera. Pero let's say for example, may nagka-emergency. may nadisgrasya sa pamilya nila. ER. Kinanglan lang 100,000 on the spot. Bakit na nagagawa ng paraan? Bakit? Kasi naging priority nila. That's how it is. Pag priority mo isang bagay, nagagawa at nagagawa mo ng paraan. Alright. Goods ba? Okay, so ito, next question. How you handle bashers and negative. Okay, you have to remember, guys. Okay. So, ito, disclaimer, okay? Unahan ko na kayo. Kapag papasok kayo ng content creation, hindi mawawala yung mga bashers. As in, hindi mawawala yung mga bashers. Okay? Kahit nga hindi tayo content creation, kahit nga hindi pa tayo content creator, may basher na tayo in real life, di ba? Ganun yun eh. Kasi may mga tao talagang eto for example guys, eto. Ta, imagine nyo, nag-post ako ng video dati. Purely educational. Na kahit ikaw manonood ka, pure value yung magigets mo. As in, kung wala kang idea sa beginner, kung papanoorin mo yung video na yun about, let's say, calorie deficit, napaka-valuable ng video na yun. Pero alam mo yung sobrang valuable ng binigay kong video information, pero may nagko-comment na, bakit ganyan yung ngipin mo, Lods? Bakit yung background mo, ganito, ganyan? Bakit yung buhok mo? Bakit yung kilay mo? Alam mo yun? May nakikita at may nakikita, may masasabi talaga mga tao. So, you have to remember again, yung core values mo, yung principles mo, on why you are doing content creation in the first place. Kasi in the first place, you're not trying to convince the bashers, the negative people. You are trying to connect with the people you want to connect with. Again, so ganun lang yun. Ako actually, ito experience ko. When I first experience bashing, ano yun, ganung video. Imagine mo, pure value, pure education na talaga. Tapos biglang nag-bash. Yung feeling ko yung feeling ko yung feeling ko nagka-anxiety ako. Parang, tayo na wala naman akong ginagawa. Tumulong lang ako, binabash ako, ganito, ganyan. So, ginawa ko, binlock ko. Dinelete ko yung comment. Ayun, post ulit, post ulit. Tapos, the following day, may nagbabash ulit. Sinutang na yan, ba't may basher nga ganyan? But na-realize ko, they are there talaga. But what you need to do lang is just to create content, create value to that target audience. Bakit? Kasi eto ngayon. Kapag may nagbaba sa videos ko, nangyayari kasi, since may loyal followers na ako, hindi na ako. Sila nang umaaway sa mga bashers ko. Ganun yun. Tapos, what's great about that is, it creates engagement. And, di ba, may nakikita kayo mga videos or mga post ng mga content creator na salamat sa mga bashers kasi kumita ako ng mga ng pera, gano'n, ganyan, ng views. Totoo yun. Bakit? Parang ganito kasi yan. For example, may basher ka na. Tapos, nag-gain ka na ng traction, meron ka ng mga loyal followers. Pag may nag-bash kasi sa'yo, tapos meron kang follower na kukontra sa kanya, magriribatan yan sila eh. Tapos yung social media platform, wala silang pake kung negative or positive yung comment. What the social media platform detects is that maraming engagement, maraming comments, maraming shares. So ginagawa ng social media platform, pinupush niya yung videos mo to a larger audience kasi nga maraming engagement. That's how it is. So, in a way, parang blessing din yung mga bashers. Hindi naman na wag ka namang gumawa ng content para maghakot ng bashers. Wag namang ganun. Kasi puro kung ganun lang, parang rage bait tao dyan eh. Parang gagawa ka ng content para mainis yung mga tao. Wag namang ganun. Okay? You have to remember that may mga kamote talaga, may mga tulonggis talaga na may masasabi at may sasabi sa'yo. Again, you have to know your deepest why, focus lang sa goal, and then you have to remember that you are connecting with the target audience that you really want, not the bashers. Okay? Okay, eto kay Yam. Okay, okay na pala.
Okay.
Method. Okay, sige. Ano, brother?
Sige, may question ata dito. Tama. Ito, siguro ito na unahin mo, SmartFit. How does SmartFit deal with social media bashing? I think almost the same to eh.
Oo, medyo same lang.
Almost the same. So siguro ito na lang din since na andun tayo kasi sometimes we literally lose ideas on how to create contents. how do you deal with content fatigue? And yung parang wala ka ng idea or motivation to shoot. So how do you deal with content fatigue? Plus, ilang shoot ang kayang gawin ni SmartFit sa isang video in one go?
So, ilang shoot yung kaya kong gawin? Parang retake sa isang video, ganun?
Siguro sa isang upuan, how many contents or shoots can you create? And how do you deal with content fatigue? Kasi minsan 'di ba, ang contents hindi naman lahat boom.
Mm.
So how
So,
do you deal with those?
to deal with content fatigue, actually, napaka-normal lang yan. Kasi kung iisipin mo, sa lahat ng bagay, nagpapatig naman talaga tayo eh. Kung may trabaho tayo, pagod tayo. Or let's say, for example, eto si Michael, malakas to uminom eh. Ito yung, ito yung hobby niya eh. Eh for sure, may times din na parang uminom, parang chill na muna ako, parang pahinga muna ako sa inom. Parang, may times talaga ganun. Kahit love na love mong ginagawa mo, kahit ano mang gawin mo, meron at merong fatigue na mangyayari sa buhay mo or sa, let's say, content creation in general. But again, you have to go back sa webinar, sa slides natin, sa lesson natin. Hindi ka mawawalan ng idea if you know the content pillars, if you know who you are. Okay, balikan mo lang yung lesson natin. Kasi it will all revolve around yung lessons natin previously. And doon ka kukuha ng unlimited content ideas. Plus, eto maganda, bashers, di ba? You can create content out of bashers. You can prove it. Kasi ako, nag-enjoy ako pag minsan may basher kasi minsan ginagawa ko, screenshot ko yung comment nila, ginagawa ko ng content. Okay, that's already content idea for me. So, hindi ka mauubusan ng content. Bakit? Kasi unang-una, eto practical advice sa mga nag-iisip na, nauubusan ng content kasi I've been there. Una-una, mag-base ka sa lesson natin. Okay? Sundin mo yung lessons natin kasi unlimited video idea yun. Pangalawa, sa comment section ng mga social media platforms, meron at meron kang magagawa ng content. Yun, mapa-basher man or mapa-supporter, screenshot mo lang yung comment nila at gawan mo ng content. Revolving around your principles, your content creation style. Ganun lang kasimple yun. And siguro yung in terms of fatigue, kung gusto mo, pahinga ka ganun. Very simple as that. May time dati na parang na-fatigue ako. Hindi ako nag-post isang araw, ganun. Wala, pahinga ako. Tapos following day, balik ulit. Ganun lang yun eh. Huwag naman na pahinga 1 year, huwag naman ganun. Isang araw sapat na yan, itulog mo lang ganun. Tulog mo lang, kain mo lang ng maayos. Babalik at babalik din yan. Okay, ito may question kay Zeke, naka-direct message.
Yes.
What methods do you use to help build a loyal community, not just followers? Be authentic. Be true to yourself. Kasi, also ito pa, you have to show your vulnerable side. Kasi when you show your vulnerable side, nakaka-relate sila eh. Okay? For you to build a loyal community, dapat relatable ka. Dapat relatable ka and you have to set as an example sa mga taong gusto mong ma-reach. Kasi they will aspire to be you. Okay? Ano ba yung lifestyle na dream lifestyle ng mga followers mo na gusto nilang ma-achieve, ma-attain? Hindi mo naman kailangan plastikin yun. But again, going back sa lesson natin, document where you are starting, so kung saan ka gustong pumunta. Bakit? Kasi pag dinocument mo yun, and may goal kang papuntahan, mag-aalan yung actions mo eh. Ano ba ang actions na gagawin mo? Maging consistent ka sa content creation, you provide value, etc., etc., and you are building connection. And when you build connection, you will gain loyal community. As simple as that. Just be authentic. Yan. What
Okay.
if personal basher?
Eto
Batukan
meron
mo ng
pa
dumbbell, gano'n.
eto pa meron pa isang, question na almost the same din dito sa nag-chat sa'tin. What's your advice sa mga may takot magpakita ng muka or katawan sa video or in front of camera?
Okay. So, eto. Actually, same naman. Kasi, again, siguro lahat ng mga questions yun, na-experience ko din dati. I have been there. Na-experience ko yan na sobrang nahihiya ako. Kasi dati, naalala pa nito eh, di ba? Ito yung ngipin ko. Yan. Medyo okay ng ngipin ko ngayon eh. Naka-braces na ako. Dati sobrang songky ng ngipin ko, guys. Parang Great Wall of China. Ganon. Gumaganon, ganon, ganon. Napaka biggest insecurity in my life dati, yung ngipin ko. As in, napakasungki. Parang mas maganda pa siguro ngipin ng crocodile. Ganon. Ganon kasungki yung ngipin ko dati. And imagine mo, magpo-post ka ng video. Ako dati. Nag-uusap ko sa camera. Hindi ko ginagalaw yung lips ko para di makita yung ngipin ko. So, nag-uusap ko pag, gumaganon-ganon ako. Tapos inisip mo, mukha akong tanga pag ganito, ganyan. So, kung you are shy of showing your face, mahirapan ka talaga nun. Kasi, in the first place, if you want to build solid connection, loyal community, dapat mo talaga ipakita sa mga tao kung yung confidence. That's it. Yung confidence. Sino ba yung content creator na yung bakla, yung sobrang sikat ngayon, yung ngipin niya parang nakaganon. Tapos until now, sobrang yaman na di pa rin niya pinapaayos yung ngipin niya. Ganon, ganon yun eh. Di ba? Parang normal naman talaga na mahihiya ka talaga na pakita mo yung mukha mo. Eto for example, when I started posting content, nag-post ako sa Facebook. Yung pinakaunang basher mo talaga is yung mga tang kakilala mo. Normal yan. Sino nag-post ako doon? Yung barkada ko. Grabe, dami na, uy, vlogger na, ganito, ganyan, grabe. Vloggeries, ganito, ganyan. So, alam niyo ginawa ko? Sa Facebook and Instagram, di ba mostly kasi Facebook, Instagram, doon yung mga friends natin, family. Di ba nag-post ako doon? Tapos, nag-comment lang doon. Sobrang nahihiya ako sa sarili ko. Ginawa ko, hindi ako nag-post sa Facebook and Instagram for 3 months. Saan nga ako post? Sa TikTok lang ako nag-post. Bakit? Kasi wala nakakilala sa akin sa TikTok. So, doon ako nag-post. And then, when I gained traction, na-realize ko na, bakit naman ako magpapaapekto sa opinyon ng mga tao sa ganito ganyan? Na in the first place, I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this para sa kakabuti ko. I'm doing this for my family. And in the first place, wala naman ako inapakan na tao when making this content. So yun, nag-post ako ng content. Fast forward, napaka-ironic kasi yung mga tao, mga kalala ko, na mga nagbabash, na mga nagtumutok sa akin dati, sila yung tatanong sa akin ngayon, uy, paano mo ginawa yan? Paano gito ganyan? Okay? That's how simple it is, guys. So, huwag kang mahiya. Okay? Kapalan mo yung mukha mo. Ganun lang ka-simple yun. Okay, eto. What methods do you use to help build... Ay, okay na pala to. How to attract contents. How to attract contents to everyone and make them inspire. So, again guys, based din sa previous slides natin sa lesson sa webinar na to, okay? You will attract the right people. You will inspire the right people if, again, you document where you're starting in life, you are trying your best, and you are being authentic. You're showing your vulnerability. Okay? Hindi mo kailangan maging plastic. Kasi yung gusto ng mga tao is relatability. Kaya nga tayo nagpo-follow ng isang tao, di ba? Or kaya tayo na-inspire sa isang tao kasi parang grabe nakaka-inspire na nakaka-relate ako sa kanya. Ganun lang yun. And when you create relatability sa mga tao, mas na-inspire sila and you gain loyal followers. You have a loyal community. So, again, document mo kasi yung buhay mo kasi hindi mo alam, maraming tao ang nasa same na buhay mo ngayon and they are looking for someone who they can relate to. Ganun lang yun. Yan. So, do you have any questions more?
Okay. Meron pa. Ito pa,
Yun, sige, bato natin
Brother
lahat
Ed.
yan.
Yes, so let's go through this. How do you balance trending content and that, I mean, how do you balance trending content or yung sabi natin, kasi yung mga iba mong contents, di ba, is gym memes, yung
Hmm.
something that's just to create fun.
Hmm.
How do you balance those and then yung content that really gives value?
Okay, so ito ginagawa ko. Since nagta-trial and error ako dati, ito yung parang nakita kong what works for me talaga. Ako kasi, in a single day, siguro dalawa, tatlo talaga yung pinopost in a single day. 2 to 3 videos. Tapos in a single day, let's say dalawa lang. Dalawa lang. So, you can find trending videos, trending mga balita or news or et cetera, et cetera. And pwede mo siyang i-recreate in your own niche or i-recreate in your own line. Ganun ako eh. So, for example, merong viral na ano, viral yung ano, yung si Yana yung nagmumotor, ganito ganyan eh. So, pwede kong i-recreate yung scenario na yun sa fitness niche. Kasi mas matatawa yung mga tao na, alo, ito yung meme mo at paro na sa gym, ganito ganyan. So, ginagawa ko is, in a day, usually nagpo-post ako ng mga trending memes na ni-recreate ko in my own way and then provide value. Kasi yung usually kasi, yung mga memes, maganda siya to gain traction, to get more eyes, get more viewers. Kasi yung value talaga, hindi naman talaga lahat ng tao ay gusto ng value. Gusto lang nila ng ano, ng entertainment, fun, ganun lang. So ginagawa ko, entertainment memes, I post that often to reach more people, have more followers, gain more eyes. Nagpo-post naman ako ng value para pag may naging follower ako dun sa malawak, kasi most of the time, yung mga memes ko, dun talaga million talaga, as in million talaga yung views. Okay, may video ako dati, siguro 50 million views yun, 40 million, sobrang dami. Tapos, sobrang dami yung naging followers doon. Tapos, when you post a content with value, yung mga naka-follow sa'yo doon sa meme video na yon, parang gets nila, uy, hindi lang para puro meme tong creator na to, may value para siyang binibigay. So it builds more connection. So balance mo siya. You can either post, hanap ka ng mga ano, relate or mag-isip ka ng mga memes or mga funny ideas na pwede mo ma-post in line sa kung anong ginagawa mo and then provide value. Parang ganun-ganun lang. Balance lang.
Okay. Another question. Kaya pa? Kaya pa?
Mm.
Eto. If you can challenge our ADA students right now with a content fitness program, kung i-challenge mo itong mga nakikinig ngayon, ano ang 30-day challenge mo for them to grow their brand and confidence?
Paulit nga ng question.
If you're going to challenge our ADA students right now with a fitness program, ano ang 30-day challenge mo for them to grow their brand and confidence? Parang what will you teach our students to grow their specific brand in case na fitness ang pag-uusapan?
Okay. So ito, for example, fitness ang pag-uusapan. In my case, again, when I started talaga, actually yung mga memes ko na video, actually sobrang bago lang yan, last year lang yan. Hindi nga ako nagpo-post masyado ng memes dati. Purely educational, purely value talaga. You have to remember na, again, imaginein mo na you are not talking to multiple thousands of people. Imagine mo, when you're creating content, you are talking to one person. And then, document mo yung buhay mo. Let's say, for example, in a fitness standpoint, based sa sinabi ni Michael, 30 days. So, minsan kasi, ang pitfall na nangyayari sa mga tao is they tend to think sa endpoint. Okay? So, ito, for example, na-overwhelm kasi yung mga tao pag yung gusto nila, yung isip na agad is, yung six-pack, ganito, ganyan. Um, yung waistline, ganito, ganyan. 26 centimeters na waistline, ganito, ganyan. Minsan, kung ano man yung meron nila ngayon, tapos ino-compare nila yung end goal nila, yung dream physique nila, na-overwhelm sila. Okay? The best thing to do is just to focus on the daily steps that are necessary. So, maganda naman na iisipin mo, let's say sa 30 days, maganda naman na iisipin mo na in 30 days, mag, magbabawas ako ng, let's say, 15 pounds of weight or 20 pounds of weight. Maganda naman yun para ma-inspire ka. But most of the time kasi, tendencies ng utak natin, as human as we are, natatakot tayo and we doubt ourselves na, kaya ba yan? Kaya bang ma-achieve yan? But what you have to do lang talaga is, ano ba kailangan mong gawin every single day para ma-achieve mo yung ganong katawan. Doon ka mag-focus. Huwag kang mag-focus sa end goal. Huwag kang mag-focus na 1 million followers na ako. Huwag kang mag-focus na magiging influencer ako. Huwag kang mag-focus na ganitong kikitain ko. Huwag kang mag-focus na ganito magiging katawan ko. Instead, mag-focus ka sa araw-araw na dapat mong gawin para ma-achieve mo yun. So, ano bang gagawin ko? Let's say 30 days. Gusto ko makabawas ng 20 pounds, ganun. So, instead of mag-focus ako sa 20 pounds na bawasan, mag-focus ako sa ngayong araw, i-hit ko yung diet ko. I-hit ko yung workout ko. I-hit ko yung steps ko. Ayusin ko yung tulog ko. The second day, i-hit ko yung diet ko. I-hit ko yung workout ko. I-hit ko yung steps ko. I-hit ko yung tulog ko. Third day, same lang. Mag-focus ka lang sa daily steps you need to do. Kasi para hagdan yan eh. Kung magtitingin ka agad dun sa tuktok, tapos iisipin mo yung paa mo, tatalong ka sa tuktok, mahihirapan ka talaga. Instead, mag-focus ka lang sa one step at a time. 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 Kasi sooner or later, you will reach your end goal. Sooner or later, you will reach your desired outcome as long as align yung ginagawa mo. Okay? Hindi siya consistency is part of the equation. Pero consistency alone, hindi siya mag-work. Kasi kailangan yung consistency mo align sa ginagawa mo. Yan.
Okay, nice. Eto pa, another question. Ano yung mga normally na napapansin mo sa ibang creators kung bakit yung contents nila hindi mag-grow or hindi sila mag-grow? Ano ba yung mga do's, don'ts or napapansin mo sa ibang creator na bakit hindi sila mag-grow sa specific niche nila if there's any?
Siguro napapansin ko kung bakit hindi sila nag-grow. Is again, hindi nila ginagawa yung mga sinabi ko sa webinar. Bakit? Ginagawa nila is kinokopya lang nila yung mga content ng ibang creator. Kumukuha sila ng mga content ng ibang creator, ganito ganyan. Wala kang unique style. Wala kang unique voice. Kasi kung kukopyahan mo lang lahat-lahat, paano ka mag-stand out nun? Eh, nobody ka na nga eh. Tapos kukopyahan mo pa yun. So, kakastart mo lang, may basher ka na agad kasi kinokopya mo. Plus, you are not thinking outside the box. Okay? Sa content creation kasi, yes, documentation is important, but you have to be creative. You have to think outside the box. Kasi for example, kaya nga tayo gumagawa ng content every single day para gumaling tayo. Para malaman natin what content works or what content doesn't work. Kaya nga dapat mas maging consistent ka sa paggawa mo ng content. Kasi pag hindi ka consistent, in the first place, hindi ka mag-i-improve. Ganun lang yun. So, you have to think outside the box. So, ito for example, ako, fitness niche ako. So, o-observe ko muna yung mga fitness content creator dito sa Pinas. So, o-observe ko sila, ito yung mga sikat. So, mag-iisip ako na, ano bang pwede kong gawin na hindi nila ginagawa? Ano bang pwede kong gawin sa videos ko for me to stand out? Ganun lang. Think outside the box and you have to be consistent to post hindi naman every single day, kung di pa kaya. But you have to be consistent in posting para malaman mo what videos work and what videos doesn't work. Kasi, let's say for example, when you consistently post content, meron at meron talagang post na magki-click. And pag nag-click yun, double down, triple down, quadruple down. Gatasan mo yung concept na yun hanggang sa maglaylo siya and then just continue posting content. Continue posting content. So think outside the box and then put the reps in para gumaling ka sa content creation. Ganun lang.
Okay. Another question pa rin, may nagtanong kasi, what are the applications or tools na ginagamit mo daw for you to edit your videos? Kasi kanina nabanggit mo din naman dun sa module na hindi naman kailangan dapat sobrang pang Hollywood or pang blockbuster.
Mm.
Kasi 'di ba sa CapCut
Mm.
hindi naman kailangan na naka-subscribe ka agad. So is there any other editing tool for them to use lalong-lalo na sa mga hindi pa gano'n kagaling sa mundo ng video editing? So what can you advise to them?
Siguro ito yung ginagamit kong tools eh. As in CapCut talaga. Pinaka simple pinaka-simple na editing software na mag-edit ka ng videos mo, CapCut. As in, CapCut talaga. And in terms of pictures naman, Canva, PixArt, ganun, napaka-simple. Pero CapCut, for me lang, user-friendly niya kasi wala, cellphone mo lang. Add ka ng new project, lagay mo yung videos, edit mo yung clips, lagay ka ng subtitle, export, upload. Napaka-simple ng CapCut. Tapos cellphone lang. Hindi mo na kailangan ng hassle. Yun.
Okay, I think almost done na lahat. Pero merong isang request ang ating sambayanan. Gusto nila makita yung hubog daw ni SmartFit for a groupie. For a groupie kasi tama naman yung kasabihan eh. Don't stop hanggat di ka pa masarap para daw ma-witness. Ma-witness daw ng 66 students natin right now. Ayan, marami. Guys, agree ba kayo?
Ano
Gusto ko
magagawin ko?
makita yung pruweba, social proof. Yung chest na napapagalaw tapos yung abs na don't stop hanggat di ka pa masarap.
Posing pala, posing.
Posing, picture.
Posing talaga ito ha.
Teka. Sasabay ba ako? Ayan na. Boys. Boys ha, walang ano dyan ha. Okay, teka.
Okay. Okay po.
Teka,
Open cam. Open cam affiliates. So, picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay. One more.
One more.
1. Ulit. Ayan. 1, 2, 3. Open cam. Okay. Isa pa po.
Right.
1, 2, 3. Isa pa. Ayan. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Alright.
Alright.
Okay. So guys, tunay po yan.
DNA
Mahawakan. Pwedeng hawakan, pwedeng hipuin, pero hindi po pwedeng kainin. Because our very own sessions training si kapatid na SmartFit ay sobrang natural.
Wala
Wala
chemical.
tayong chemical. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If ADA is your one-stop online business solutions, of course, si Brother SmartFit naman is don't stop hanggat hindi ka pa masarap. Abangan nyo lang guys ang mas marami pa nating pasabog, mas marami pa tayong collaborations with the Brother Enver. And syempre, I hope marami po kayo natutunan. Post po kayo mamaya, reviews po kayo sa ating page. And you can also follow SmartFit for more fitness tips, but worry not, i-incorporate po natin ang kanyang fitness course. Okay ba yun sa inyo lahat? So sooner or later, para lahat po tayo maging sexy, maging masarap ang lahat. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Guys, bigyan naman natin ng Paldonair clap si Mr. Enver Florendo, SmartFit, millions of virtual clap. Papalakpakan po natin for a very well-informed information and very highly educational na training. So see you all guys. Next week magkikita kami niyan. So chat-chat na lang. Okay, God bless you kapatid Enver.
Alright.
See you in Metro Manila. God bless
As
everyone.
always guys, don't stop.
See ya.
Hindi ka pa masarap.
All right.